Hello and a very good evening. You're watching the news at 6 on Rajya Sabha television with me, Frank Pereira. Here are the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi campaigns for the BJP in poll-bound Himachal Pradesh, criticizes Congress for its failure to implement promises of acting tough on corruption. Death toll in NTPC boiler blast touches 30, over 100 injured as probe starts into security lapses at the plant. Prime Minister and Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister announce compensation for victims. BSF Jawan martyred in firing by Pakistani Rangers at a patrol party along the international border in Jammu and Kashmir, Samba district. 5 CRPF personnel injured in Anantnag district. Vice President Venkaiah Naidu meets Bhutan's King Jigme Wangchuck in New Delhi, calls diplomatic relations between India and Bhutan strong and trustworthy. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls US President Donald Trump to offer his condolences on the recent New York terror attack. Both leaders pledged to fight against terrorism together. Well, with exactly a week to go for the Himachal polls, campaigning in the state has intensified. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed 2 rallies in the poll-bound state on Thursday. He attacked the ruling Congress government in Himachal Pradesh, saying Chief Minister Veerbhadra Singh was talking of action against corruption when he himself was out on bail in a corruption case. Here's more.
Campaigning for the BJP in poll-bound Himachal Pradesh, Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched a scathing attack on the ruling Congress party. Modi said the Congress has become a laughing club for promising to act tough on corruption at a time when one of its chief ministers is facing graft charges.
कांग्रेस पार्टी चुनाव मैनिफेस्टो में ये लिखे और स्वयं मुख्यमंत्री जी जो जमानत पे हैं, भ्रष्टाचार पर केस चल रहा है, गंभीर आरोप लगे हैं, उसके बावजूद भी कल टीवी मीडिया के सामने आकर के अपने मैनिफेस्टो दिखा रहे हैं और मैनिफेस्टो में कह रहे हैं कि कांग्रेस की सरकार हिमाचल में बनेगी तो करप्शन पर zero tolerance होगा.
Addressing a rally in Kangra district, the Prime Minister said that state after state had rejected the Congress, indicating that it was time for Himachal to do the same.
देवभूमि में ये दूसरी दानवीय प्रवृत्ति है. वन माफिया, एक खनन माफिया, दूसरा वन माफिया. एक भू संपदा को लूटता है, दूसरा वन संपदा को लूटता है, तीसरा माफिया जो आपके घर में आकर के आपके भविष्य को लूटता है, आपके सपनों को लूटता है, आपके संस्कारों को लूटता है, और वो है हमारी युवा पीढ़ी को तबाह करने वाले, हमारी युवा पीढ़ी को बर्बाद करने वाले ड्रग माफिया.
The Prime Minister also targeted Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi for meeting the Chinese ambassador during the standoff in Doklam earlier this year.
भारत की संसद में 12-15 साल से बैठा हुआ कोई व्यक्ति जिसके परिवार के लोग पिता प्रधानमंत्री रहे हो, दादी प्रधानमंत्री रही हो, नाना प्रधानमंत्री रहे हो, जन्म से जिनको राज परिवार में पलने बढ़ने का अवसर मिला हो, वो देश पे भरोसा न करे, सरकार पे भरोसा न करे, सेना पे भरोसा न करे और चीन के राजदूत से मिलकर के पूछे कि डोकलाम में क्या चल रहा है.
In his speech, the Prime Minister also sought to strike a chord with women voters and families of defence personnel. Voting for 68 assembly seats in Himachal Pradesh will take place on the 9th of November. Votes will be counted on the 18th of December. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, on day 3 of his 4-day visit to India, Bhutan's King Jigme Wangchuck met with Vice President Venkaiah Naidu at Hotel Taj Diplomatic Enclave in New Delhi. Foreign Secretary S. Jaishankar and Bhutan's king's family was also present during the meeting. The two leaders discussed issues of mutual interest. Vice President Naidu said that the diplomatic relations between India and Bhutan are strong and trustworthy. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley also called on the King of Bhutan today. Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman also called on the King. On Wednesday, the Bhutan King met Prime Minister Narendra Modi. They reaffirmed their commitment to advance relations between the two countries across diverse sectors of cooperation. The King also conveyed appreciation for the support that India provides to Bhutan's socio-economic development. A BSF Jawan was killed in firing by Pakistani Rangers in Jammu and Kashmir's Samba district this morning. The Rangers attacked a BSF patrol party along the international border around 9:30 in the morning, firing indiscriminately at the Jawans. Indian troops guarding the border retaliated and the exchange of fire lasted for some time. Constable Tapan Mondal was martyred in the attack. Meanwhile, in another attack, terrorists targeted a CRPF vehicle this morning in Anantnag district of Jammu and Kashmir. Terrorists opened fire on the vehicle of the 96th Battalion CRPF at Lazibal in Anantnag district. 5 Jawans were injured in the attack. 3 CRPF Jawans received bullet injuries, while 2 others were injured after getting hit by broken glass panes of the vehicle. The injured personnel were hospitalized. An operation was launched to track down the assailants. Well, 26 people were killed and 100 injured in a boiler blast at the National Thermal Power Plant in UP's Rai Bareli district on Wednesday. Power Minister R.K. Singh and Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi visited the plant even as NTPC ordered a probe into the matter. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the state government announced a compensation to the families of the victims. Here's a detailed report.
सर 90 मीटर पर थे सर, अचानक पूरा बॉयलर हिलने लगा, उसके बाद काफ़ी तेज से दगा हो, पूरा गैस फट गई सर, पूरा अंधेला छा गया सर, गिर पड़े।
12:30 बजे ट्रिप किया बॉयलर, ठीक है, बॉयलर ट्रिप जब किया तो बॉयलर बंद हो गया, फिर 3 बजे के बाद में बॉयलर जब चालू हुआ तो एक में ब्लास्ट हो गया, ठीक है। मेरे 2 आदमी मेरे मतलब क्या नाम है साथी जो जिस रूम में रहते हैं उस रूम में 2 साथी मतलब डेड कर गए हैं।
The massive explosion in a boiler at the state-run power giant NTPC's Uncha Har on Wednesday has raised several questions on security lapses by NTPC. A probe into the accident has been initiated. Rai Bareli District Magistrate Sanjay Kumar said rescue operations by the NDRF were at a war footing.
एक मजिस्ट्रेट और एक टेक्निकल ऑफिसर का टीम बना लिया है जो इस पे मजिस्टेरियल जांच करे। और रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन रात में एनडीआरएफ के द्वारा किया गया था, तो रात में किसी तरह का कैजुअल्टी नहीं मिला और मॉर्निंग आवर्स से ही हमारी 35 लोगों की एनडीआरएफ की टीम वहां पर रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन कर रही है, तो संभावना नगण्य है कि वहां कोई कैजुअल्टी हो।
पेशेंट हमको ज़्यादा सीरियस लगा, हमने उसको लखनऊ शिफ्ट कर दिया, रेफर कर दिया। उसमें से अधिकतर पेशेंट रेफर हुए हैं क्योंकि जितने भी पेशेंट आए थे ज़्यादातर 80-90% लोग जले हुए थे और 50-60% से ऊपर जब कोई जल जाता है तो उसमें बचने की संभावनाएं कम हो जाती हैं।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed condolences to the families of the victims and said the situation is being monitored. Both Prime Minister Modi and Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath announced compensation to the next of the kin of the deceased and the injured. Power Minister R.K. Singh and Deputy Chief Minister Dinesh Sharma inspected the NTPC plant and met the injured persons in the hospital.
तो डिटेल्ड इन्वेस्टिगेशन करने की जरूरत है। तो डिटेल्ड इन्वेस्टिगेशन करने के लिए हम लोगों ने एक समिति बनाई है। हमारे एग्जीक्यूटिव डायरेक्टर हैं जो कि डायरेक्टर के लिए चयनित हैं, मिस्टर रॉय, वो इसको हेड करेंगे, वो भी थे उस समय। और डिटेल में हम लोग जाएंगे कि क्यों हुआ और किस कारण से हुआ और इससे हम लोग क्या क्या सबक ले सकते हैं। भविष्य में।
हद से विभत्स घटना है, दर्दनाक घटना है। कारण क्या थे क्या नहीं थे, ये एनटीपीसी की टीम आई हुई है और वो अंतिम अपने निष्कर्ष पे पहुंचेगी निरीक्षण के बाद। अभी सरकार की प्राथमिकता ये है कि घायलों का समुचित उपचार हो, मृतक आश्रितों को ज्यादा से ज्यादा हम सहायता पहुंचा के उनके दुख में सहभागी बन सकें। रायबरेली में
Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi also visited the district hospital and NTPC premises and inquired about the incident from the officers present. He was accompanied by senior party leader Ghulam Nabi Azad and Congress State President Raj Babbar.
अब ये सब जो स्थानीय लोग हैं, स्थानीय लोग चाहे वो कोई भी सिंपल लोग हैं, मजदूर हैं, दूसरे लोग हैं या जिनके परिवार का कोई न कोई आदमी मारा गया है या अभी जख्मी है, वो सब कहते हैं कि अभी ये तैयार पूरी तरह से नहीं हो। और हम भी देखते हैं कि अभी तो आधा ही बना है और बीच में ही इसका प्लांट को शुरू कर दिया है, कमीशन किया गया है। तो कहीं न कहीं तो कमी है, कहीं कमी है।
The NTPC released a public notice stating that a sudden abnormal sound was heard at the unit at around 3:30 p.m. on Wednesday. The blast hit a 500 megawatt unit that has been operating since April this year. 3 other units with a combined capacity of 630 megawatts are still functional. The 1,550 megawatt plant in Wangchuck supplies electricity to 9 states, generates around 640 megawatt electricity and employs 870 people. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, Vice President Venkaiah Naidu inaugurated the Aero Expo on Thursday. Vice President Naidu said that the most crucial aspects in the aviation industry that need special attention are safety and security. He stressed that there cannot be any compromise on these two counts and the most stringent norms have to be adopted for ensuring safe and secure air travel.
Inaugurating the second Aero Expo India 2017, Vice President Venkaiah Naidu termed the aviation sector the backbone of the global transport system. He noted that global statistics over the last 5 years show a decrease both in the number of accidents as well as the accident rate. The Vice President, however, cautioned that there cannot be any complacency and safety should remain the topmost priority of aviation authorities and experts.
In 2016, the downward trend continued with 75 accidents reported, representing an 18% decrease from 15. But it's no matter of satisfaction. We should drastically bring down and we should see to it there are no accidents at all.
Vice President Naidu also asserted that with increasing disposable income and a growing middle class, air travel will see a further spurt. Hailing the Udan scheme for regional connectivity, he underscored the need for developing no-frills and greenfield airports, augmenting existing capacities and creating synergy between scheduled and non-scheduled airlines.
Augmenting existing capacities, creating synergy between scheduled and non-scheduled airlines for better penetration and connectivity through collaborative efforts of the state and central government is needed.
India became the world's fastest growing domestic travel market for the 22nd time in a row, recording a 26.6% year-on-year growth in January 2017. India is witnessing a high growth trajectory and is set to become the third largest aviation market in the world in terms of passenger by 2026. It also replaced Japan to become the largest domestic aviation market globally. Domestic traffic in India is growing at around 20% annually, while international traffic is increasing at 10%. The Indian aviation sector provides direct employment to more than 2 lakh people and lakhs of indirect jobs. The Economic Survey of 2016-17 called civil aviation in India a potential sunrise sector for growth and employment generation. Reporting from Delhi with camera person Anirban, I'm Kriti Mishra for Rajya Sabha Television.
There's a look now at what else is making news across the country and nationwide. A BJP rally in poll-bound Karnataka that was flagged off by party chief Amit Shah today caused the city's traffic to be held up for over 3 hours. He claimed that Siddaramaiah-led Congress government in Karnataka was the most corrupt in the country. Shah alleged that the funds released by the central government to the state were not reaching the people they were intended to benefit. At least 13 Tamil Nadu fishermen have been arrested by the Sri Lankan Navy. The fishermen from Rameshwaram and Pudukkottai district have been arrested on charges of poaching fish with banned fishing nets in the exclusive zone of Sri Lanka. The Lankan naval personnel also seized 3 mechanized boats and took them to their Kanges Santurai port. A group of 900 Sikh pilgrims today left for Pakistan from Amritsar to celebrate the birth anniversary of Guru Nanak, the founder of Sikhism. The pilgrims will mark Guru Nanak's 548th birth anniversary on Saturday, November 4th at Nankana Sahib, his birthplace in Pakistan's Punjab province. Before heading out on the pilgrimage, the pilgrims offered prayers at the Golden Temple, Sikhism's holiest shrine. A low-pressure area has formed over Sri Lanka and southwest Bay of Bengal, and it will bring moderate rain over most places in southern Tamil Nadu and few places in northern coastal districts. Fishermen venturing into the sea have been advised to be cautious. It's time for a short break now, but news updates will continue on the other side. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
The story we thought we knew. The story of magnificence. The story of bloody battles. Of those who ruled and those who left their footprints. The story charting the course of our past. Talking History on Rajya Sabha TV.
One of the greatest exponents of Carnatic music, MS Subbalakshmi or MS to her fans. An icon even to a younger generation brought up on fusion and rock music. MS is the first musician ever to be awarded the Bharat Ratna, also the first Indian musician to receive the Raymond Magsaysay Award. As India's cultural ambassador, she also performed at the UN General Assembly in 1966. Former Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru once said of MS, "Who am I, a mere Prime Minister, before a queen of music?"
Welcome back. You're watching Rajya Sabha Television. Well, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and US President Donald Trump today pledged to fight against the global terrorism together. In a phone call to Trump, Modi condoled the deaths of the recent New York terror attack. The attack left 8 people dead and about a dozen injured. Meanwhile, in a fresh incident, 3 people were killed in a shooting at a Walmart store on Grand Street in suburban Denver.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi and US President Donald Trump have pledged to fight against terrorism together, the White House said in a statement on Thursday. The statement came after Prime Minister Modi spoke with Trump over the phone on Wednesday to offer his condolences over the recent New York terror attack. On Tuesday, 8 people were killed and a dozen injured after a pickup truck rammed into pedestrians in Manhattan.
We welcome and appreciate the strong coalition of all partners in this fight against terrorism globally, and we will continue that fight until we can eliminate this threat to all American citizens and our friends and allies around the world as well.
Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump called for an immediate implementation of tougher extreme vetting procedures. Trump also tweeted that the suspect should receive the death penalty.
It's very simple. What we are demanding is merit-based immigration. We want people that are going to help our country. We want people that are going to keep our country safe. We don't want lotteries where the wrong people are in the lotteries. And we want a merit-based system. And we do not want chain migration.
In another development, the main suspect Saifullo Saipov appeared in court and has been charged with violence and providing material support to the Islamic State. Saipov, an Uzbekistan immigrant, told investigators that he was inspired by Islamic State videos and started planning an attack a year ago. Authorities received 90 IS propaganda videos and 40,000 similar images from his phone.
Just about 24 hours after Saipov's attack, we now have him charged with federal crimes of terrorism. The complaint filed today charges Saipov with 2 counts. First, material support of a terrorist organization, that being ISIS. And second, a federal charge of violence and destruction of a motor vehicle.
Especially important in a case like this. I promise you that how we treat Mr. Saipov in this judicial process will say a lot more about us than it will say about him.
New York City's iconic Empire State Building went dark on Wednesday to honor the victims of the deadly truck attack. A vigil was also held in the Argentine city of Rosario at the high school, whose 5 former students were also killed in the attack.
En realidad, primero me impactó muchísimo, pero más me impactó hoy porque viendo por internet que uno de los muchachos que se salvó es justamente amigo mío. Yo no sabía que él estaba viajando. Se llama Iván Brajkovic.
In a fresh incident, 2 men and a woman were killed on Wednesday night during a shooting at a Walmart supercenter in the Denver suburb of Thornton, a city in the U.S. state of Colorado. A man reportedly fled after entering the store and randomly firing a handgun near the cash register. A manhunt is on to find the culprit. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, in some more international news, now sacked members of Catalonia's regional government appeared at Spain's High Court on Thursday. 9 officials accused of rebellion and sedition turned up at the court in Madrid for questioning in connection to the October independence referendum. Ousted Catalan leader Carles Puigdemont and 4 others stayed away. But Puigdemont's lawyer has assured that his client would cooperate with Spanish and Belgian authorities. On Monday, Spain's chief prosecutor said the Catalan leaders were accused of rebellion, which carries a maximum of 30 years jail term, as well as sedition and misuse of funds. Last week, Spanish Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy imposed direct rule on Catalonia, dissolving the regional parliament and calling snap local elections for December. Puigdemont has since then been living in Belgium. Well, here's a roundup now of some other news from across the world in Global Buzz. Myanmar's leader Aung San Suu Kyi today made her first visit to Rakhine State. This was an unannounced trip to the area that has seen large-scale violence. More than 6 lakh Rohingyas have fled to Bangladesh since the Myanmar security forces launched an operation in response to alleged attacks by militants on August 25th against 30 police posts and a regimental headquarters. Pakistan's ousted Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif returned to the country today to face corruption case proceedings against him in an accountability court scheduled for Friday. Bailable arrest warrants were issued by the court after he failed to appear before it last month. Nawaz Sharif was in London to be with his wife, Kulsoom Nawaz, who is undergoing cancer treatment. Meanwhile, former Finance Minister Ishaq Dar has been asked to appear in court on November 8th. Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has said that the United States is Iran's #1 enemy and Tehran will never succumb to Washington's pressure over a multinational nuclear deal. This comes just weeks after US President Donald Trump refused to formally certify Iran's compliance with the nuclear deal. Iranian officials have repeatedly said that Tehran would stick to the nuclear accord as long as the other signatories respected it. Well, that's it on this newscast. Do stay tuned for the big picture coming up on the other side of this break.